Hello, welcome to my website titled Exploring Instructional Technology with Old Man G. The intent of this website was part of a course project with Adult and Education Leadership 522 course. It is part of my master's degree in adult education. As the title says, this website is to host information about me and 3 presentations that I created during the course. A little bit of a tour on my website is if you click on About Me, that tells you a little bit more about me. I'm very proud of the fact that I'm into old things and that I'm married and that I have a big family. And in here, you'll notice embedded in each one of these links is a little bit more information about me. During the course, we were asked to embed our teaching philosophy. And so here it is right here. This is a Google Docs document that I created that told people about my teaching philosophy and whatnot. What I liked about this is I got to learn Google Docs. It's kind of interesting because my 17-year-old daughter multiple times tried to get me involved in it, and I just never had a need. But this course has really opened it up to me, and she finds it interesting that I am now very much and so wanting to use this document. I also decided, since I might be using this website later on in life for other things, that I would put my biography and my LinkedIn account here. On each page of my website, I made sure to put a home page. That way it takes you right back to the home page, and then you could go on to the next pieces in here. During our presentation times, or when we created presentations, one of the presentations I created using Prezi is what is a veteran? As a veteran service officer and somebody who trains veteran service officers, I felt like I could do a training presentation on this for the course. But up to this point, I had never used Prezi. I'd always used PowerPoint. One of the things that I learned through this course is, and I want to thank Jonan and Teresa and even Ellen in particular, because one of the things that was commented on was my use of bullets. And if you'll notice, there's a little bit of a change. I did not use bullets here. I'm still a little bit the dress right, right side kind of guy. For those of you who don't understand, that's a military term that says everything needs to be lined up. I tried to get away from the bullets as much as possible. However, though, in this situation, I could not refrain from getting away from the bullets. But I kind of cheated a little bit because, there's 6 types of military discharges. And there we go, there are 6 types of military discharges. This was quite a fun presentation to be able to put together. I especially enjoyed putting in a video. And if you get a chance, I would check out this video. It's quite telling. And I enjoyed it, and I thought it was very purposeful for what I was trying to get across in the presentation. I also had some challenges, and I'll talk about that in my other presentation, where what I needed to do was figure out how to make this screen here not have borders right in this area. One of the things I did was I zoomed in the Prezi account and made it to where it moved the presentation over a little bit to where I did not have borders like I have here, or like I did before. Thank you. All right. So navigating back to home, the other presentation we did is, I did one on what is the VA. In each one of the pages, you'll notice that I have a brief description of what the presentation's about and what's on that particular page. This particular presentation, as you'll notice, is to just answer some basic questions of what the VA is, why they were created, that type of thing. So one of the other things too that was commented on, and I want to thank Mydra for commenting on the fact that I had different looking boxes in the background. Some were at the time when I first did this, some were yellow, some were black. So what I tried to do is go in, and if it was a title to the page, make it one color, and if it was talking information, make it a different color. What was happening was the title pages on all of them were the same, but not necessarily the talking. I think on a few of them I had yellow and a few of them I had red. One thing to note is if you put a color scheme in the back of a Prezi presentation, that it will affect your boxes here. So I noticed that by putting a blue screen in the background, I now have black boxes, or excuse me, red boxes. Apologize for that. All right. The other thing is I really worked to try to get rid of this border. One of the things I had to do was zoom in on this background presentation. I would offer that if you did a Prezi in the future, maybe used one of the templates that they currently have, or try to seek out somebody else's template. If they've already figured it out, why create the wheel? But if you're a tinkering kind of person like I was, you can embed a picture and just kind of roll with it. So, okay. Moving on, going back to my homepage. One of the other things too is that I did an active learning project. Now this is really exciting for me because I ventured out from Prezi, where I've always wanted to use Prezi as part of my presentation. Because I've always used PowerPoint up to this point, I decided to use Powtoons. And Powtoons is really cool because it's got this whole new way of just doing a presentation, as you can see. I like the writing across the board and just giving some information. I think that this actual course that you're seeing here, I'm going to be training in February. I have to figure out a couple more technologies to add to it, but one of the biggest technologies I'm going to use is Google Docs, and also use possibly a PowerPoint presentation and somehow presenting what the groups have done. So, oh, let me finish that for you. Sorry. I tried to keep the amount of pictures I put into things down to a minimum, although you gotta have a little fun. Thumbs up. Created using Powtoon. And then lastly, I'm just gonna take a note and just say a shout out to Jessica and Chelsea and some of the other folks who commented on my backgrounds. I actually kind of cheated a little bit and picked backgrounds that were within the Wix form or Wix website creator, but I actually like these. They resemble a little bit of my personality. It was noted that I had a couple of old-fashioned looking things in the pictures. You know, as you see here, this is a 1949 International truck. Little story behind this truck. I actually took my wife out on our first date in a truck like this. It looked a little better than this truck, but I would love to have that truck back again. Unfortunately, I don't. My hope is that one of these days I do own a truck like this. So, in closing, I want to thank everybody. During this course, you've given me a lot of feedback in how to make my presentations better. Jonan, you've been hugely helpful in the whole process. I really appreciate it, and your feedback and just being there to answer my questions on occasion. I can't wait to use some of this technology in the future. And as a matter of fact, I will offer that thanks to being able to do this, I went out and created for my agency this presentation here, which is our Oregon Department of Veterans Affairs new employee orientation. So if you get a chance, go check it out. I think you'll enjoy it. And on that note, I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and thank you.